Good morning, everyone. So today we are going to start our lecture number 3 of electrostatics. So I request you to revise your previous class and sit for this class. And today we are in our previous class we have discussed about Coulomb's law and what is Coulomb's law. What is Coulomb's law? F is equal to K Q1 Q2 by R square. The value of K is 9 into 10 power 9. Newton meter square r square by Coulomb square. This is the value of K. So, and we have also seen what is principle of superposition. Now we are going to solve in today's class. We are going to solve different types of problems in principle of superposition. So let us see what is the first type. The first type is polygon type of numerical. Polygon type of numerical. Now what is this polygon means? Which has n sides. So you can take a triangle or a rectangle or a square or any quadrilateral. So that is a polygon. So our first type is, suppose we have an equilateral triangle. An equilateral triangle of each side A, all the sides are equal, and equilateral triangle, all the angles are also 60 degrees. 60, 60, 60, so total it is 180. So here we have a positive charge Q, here also we have a positive charge Q, and here also we have a positive charge Q. Let us name this vertex as A, this vertex B, and this vertex as C. Now what is the question is, find the F net on charge at vertex C. Find the charge at vertex C. Now what is how to find the charge at vertex C? So this is our charge C, for example, plus Q. All the charges are same. Here it is plus Q, here also it is plus Q, and here also it is plus Q. Now how will, in principle of superposition we have seen that if three charges are there and on one charge A also applies force and B also applies force. So similarly with the same concept here also, A applies force on C in this direction, right? This is A force applies force on C. So that is FCB, force on C by B. Now even B also applies force on C. So that is in this direction. Clear? That is in this direction. So force on C by this is A and this is B. Force on C by B. Now what is this force? Now what is the angle? If all of these angles are 60 degrees, so this angle is also at 60 degrees only. Now you have two forces and you have to find the resultant. How do you find the resultant? So F net is equal to under root, in your vectors you have seen F square plus 2F into F cos 60 degrees. Cos 60 degrees because your angle is 60 degrees. So F net is equal to how much? Under root 2F square plus 2F square into cos 60 is 1 by 2. So F net is equal to under root, this 2 and this 2 gets cancelled, so 3F square. So F net finally is under root 3F. So this is your resultant force. Root 3F is your resultant force. Now in your vectors you have seen, if there are two equal forces, the resultant passes through the center. So the resultant passes through the center. This is root 3f. Resultant passes through the center, and this angle is 30 degrees, and angle is also 30 degrees. So the resultant bisects this angle. Clear? Understood. So this is our chart force at vertex C. Understood? Now what is this force? Now from where did this force come from? Now what is that force CB? Force, just a second. Clear till here? Now force due to C by B. Now what is force due to C by B? So what is that? K, Q1, both are Q. Q1, Q2. So both are CB, right? So this is Q, this is also Q. Q square by A square, right? F equal to K into Q1, Q2 by A square. A is the distance. So again F and CA. CA is again same, K Q square by A square. Now here F net, our final answer is root 3 into F. Both are same. So you can directly write K Q square by A square. This is your final answer. Clear? Note it down. And the next one is now you just give it a try, the same triangle sum, but this time we'll see the difference. This is plus Q, this is plus Q, and this is minus Q. In our previous sum we have seen all three plus symbols, so plus charges. So here this is vertex A, vertex B and vertex C, and again it is an equilateral triangle. So pause the video, and what question is, find F net on charge at A. Find the F net on charge A. So pause the video and try it for yourself. Okay, I hope you tried. So what happens here is, now you want at A. So at A, what is the force? So let us take this is as A. Now how will B apply here? So this is positive and this is negative. So what happens? The charge attracts, right? So A will get attracted towards B. A will get attracted towards B, right? A will get attracted towards B. Why? Because this is positive charge and this is negative charge. And similarly this one also gets attracted towards C. So FAC, right? And the angle is 60 degrees. So in the previous sum both got repelled, and in this sum they have got attracted. And the next step is again same as the previous sum. Again finding FAB. FAB is equal to K. Here you need not worry about this is plus and this is negative. Just to see that they attract or repel, you have to consider positive and negative. While doing the solution, doing the calculation, you need not worry about the plus or minus. So directly you can write Q square by A square, and FAC is equal to KQ square by A square. Again you will find the resultant by F net is equal to under root F square plus 2F square cos 60. So again you will get the same answer as your previous sum. Just the difference is here you got a negative charge. Clear? Understood? Note it down and complete the sum. Fine. And our next sum is, all these sums are important for your NEET exam and as well as your boards also. So pay attention here. And our next sum is Now let us take a square. Let us take a square. This is A, B, C and D. All charges are, this is plus Q, this B is plus Q and C is minus Q and D is plus Q. All sides are same, A and A. And the question is find F net on charge at C. This is your question. Find F net on charge C. Clear? Now let us take this charge C outside. So this is C and this is minus Q. Now where will this C will attract to B? So that the direction will be like this. C is going towards B, so this is going to attract because we have a negative sign, and this also is this towards D. This is D, right? Plus Q, so this is also going to attract. Clear? Here also it is going to attract and here also it is going to attract. So what the next step you can think of? Now here first find the force of this. So this is FCD and this is FCB. So what do we get? In our previous sum we have seen here angle is 90 degrees, right? So apply the force apply the this resultant. So F net is equal to F net or FR also you can write. For now I'll write FR. FR is equal to resultant under root F square plus 2F square cos 90. What is cos 90? Cos 90 is 0. So FR is equal to under root 2F square. 0 into anything, it is 0. So FR is equal to root 2F. So the resultant of D and resultant of these two forces is in this direction. Because both forces are same, it passes through the middle, which is root 2F. But we have considered D and B. But where did A go? Where did A go? We did not till here we did not consider A. So if we consider A, this is also positive. So the force is going in this direction, right? Force is going in this direction. Clear? FCA. Now how do we write? Now if I draw a square, this is the diagonal, right? This is the diagonal. Let us take only one diagonal to not get confused. Now this is A, this is B, this is C and this is D. Now we know that this distance is A, this distance is A and all the other two distances A. Now what is the distance of diagonal? How do we calculate? This is a right angle triangle, right? This side is A, this side is A. Now we need this hypotenuse. We need AC. So how do we do it? Hypotenuse square is equal to side square. A square plus A square. H is equal to root 2A square. Right? A square plus A square, 2A square, and this square has gone here and it has become root. So H equal to root 2A. So the distance between AC is root 2A. Clear? Understood? Now find force between these both. So here is plus Q and here is FAC is equal to K. FCA is K, both are Q, K Q square by. Now what is the distance we got? Root 2A whole square. Root 2A whole square. Understanding? So here it is root 2A whole square. Why? Because it is a hypotenuse and it is a diagonal. So FCA is equal to K square K Q square by 2A square. This is your final. This is your force on the between A and C. Clear? Now what is F net? F net is equal to FCB plus FCD plus FCA. So what, after solving this, what did we get? After solving, what did we get previously? After solving, what did we get? It is directly, after solving this both forces, I got a resultant also. The resultant is also in the same direction of this FCA. So our resultant FR is also in the direction of FCA. Our resultant of this both is equal to FCA. So what resultant we got? We got root 2F. We got root 2F. What is this? Plus KQ square by 2A square. Now what if we substitute root 2 KQ square by A square plus KQ square by 2A square. Understood? So this is our final answer. This is our final answer. FCB plus FCD plus FCA. FCA we got it here. For these two forces we found out resultant, and this resultant and this FCA are both in the same direction. So in vectors, you know, if two forces are in same direction, you can directly add them. That is what we have done it. So after doing FCB and FCD, you got root 2F. After FCA, you got KQ square by 2A square. So directly we are adding, and this is our final F net on charge C. F net on charge C. Understood? Note it down. Clear? Understood. Now let us go to the next sum. Next sum, it is little bit different. So let us take a square. Plus Q plus Q plus Q and plus Q. All sides are A and A, and A, B, C and D. Now the change in this sum is, let us consider a charge positive Q. Positive Q or negative Q, anything is fine. Okay. Let charge positive Q is there at the center of this square. So what will happen? Now the question is, find net force on plus Q plus the center one. Now just think for a second, what may be the net force on positive Q. So there is a small statement here. How this is our positive Q, right? So this Q will repel this. So this is in FC. Force on plus Q due to C, and due to A, this is FA, and this one due to FD, this one due to FB. Now in a symmetrical distribution of charges, the forces get balanced. Forces get balanced, and your F net equal to 0. F net equals to 0 when symmetrical distribution of charges. Symmetrical means same, identical charges, and if a charge is present in the center, then this force cancels this force cancels this force, FA cancels FC, both get balanced, FD balances FB. So write a statement here: symmetrical charge distribution, and any charge placed at center, then F net equals to 0. This charge may be positive or negative. The F net is 0. Similarly, if you consider shape of a, note this down, if you consider the shape of a triangle also, then also it is fine. Let us take plus Q and plus Q. In the middle, if you put a negative charge, then also here symmetrically distributed. So F net equal to 0. And if suppose you consider negative Q and you put positives all over this, then also here also F net equal to 0. So this is a symmetrical figure. So F net will be 0. Clear? Okay. The next sum is, understood? The next sum is find net force. Let us draw the diagram. A, B, C, D. Here plus Q, here plus Q, and here minus Q plus Q. And A, and A. Now, question is find net force. Find net force on charge plus Q, charge plus Q at the center. Here it is not 0. Why? Because here it is minus Q. So we have to solve this and we have to tell what find net force on charge Q placed at the center. Clear? Now what do we do? Now this positive Q, so this is positive Q, this force FD, force due to D, this will get balanced with FB, right? So this we need not calculate. Clear? Now this force, this is positive Q, and FA, this is FA, and also this Q is getting attracted to negative Q, so this is FC. So we need to calculate what is this. Now what is going to happen here is, now we need the distance of this. So we know the distance of our diagonals. Distance of our diagonals is how much? In our previous thing we have seen how A, and this is hypotenuse square is equal to A square plus A square. So this is H equal to root 2A. So I need just half of this. Half. What is this part of? I need only this part. Q to C. I need just Q to C. So H, this is obviously half. So equal to root 2 by 2. So H is equal to, this half part QC is equal to how much? Root 2 once, A by root 2. A by root 2. Clear? Understood? Now we just need these two forces. So F net is equal to FC plus FA. Now what is FC? FC is that you can directly write 2F. Now what is F? F is K Q square by, here A square. A square is this diagonal and this diagonal. So half. So let us consider this by A square. A means total distance. So we are considering half. So what is our this half? So A by 2. A by root 2 whole square. Our actual formula is F equal to K Q1 Q2 by R square. So both charges are q, so q square by r square. R square is the distance. So here our charge is at center. So from center to this point, it is obviously half of the diagonal. That is why we are considering a by root 2. From here we got it. Understood? So if we solve it, f equal to k q square by, this is a square. If this root 2 whole square is 2, if it goes to the numerator, 2. So our final answer f net is equal to 2 into 2k q square by a square. So final answer is 4k q square by a square, f net. This is our final answer. Understood? Note it down. Okay. Now our next type is there's a small concept. Let us see. Third charge in equilibrium. What is this third charge in equilibrium? Now suppose here you have plus q charge. Suppose you have plus q and you have plus 4q, for example. Now you already have first charge and you already have second charge. Now what you should do is you have to bring one more charge. You have to bring one more charge q. It may be plus or minus. Let us say plus q. You have to bring this third charge and you have to place in the line of action. Line of action means line joining these two charges. In this line, we have here three cases. This is A, B, C. Sorry. You have to either place this q here or here or here. Understood? You can place this q, this charge, third charge, outside or in the middle or here also outside, such that this q should be in equilibrium. Equilibrium means what? Again, f net is equal to 0. So wherever you put this plus q, this charge has to be in equilibrium. Understood? You have to put this plus q such that this q should be in equilibrium. Clear? Now whatever I told, just note it down. Just a small correction. In our previous sum, I have written 4k q square by a square. Here, the middle charge was plus q. So what will become 4k q by a square. So we have considered plus q, q and negative q and positive q. Here we have considered q. So this q, we have not considered these both. We have considered from here, from the center. So the charges, one will be q and the other will be capital Q. So this is the small correction in our previous sum. And regarding this sum, suppose let us assume this q I will put it here. This q, positive q, and this is plus 4q, and the distance between them is L, capital L. The distance between these two charges is capital L. Now I am assuming this positive q here, and this is 1, this is first charge, this is second charge. Now how will this charge experience force on this one? It will repel. So the force F1 will be in this direction, and this 4q will also apply force on this charge in this direction, because positive don't attract. Positive don't attract, they repel. So this will push this charge in this direction. In this case, both charges are in single direction. What is equilibrium? Equilibrium means what? If I pull this marker from this direction, and if I also apply the same other force in this direction, what will happen? This force plus this force. Is it equilibrium? No. Equilibrium is what? How much ever force you applied in other one direction, the same force you need to apply in the opposite direction. Then only we call it as equilibrium, and the object is stated to be at rest. So similarly, here also one force is acting in this direction. The same other force is also is acting in the same direction. What happens? So these forces get this both forces get summed up. Now here I placed it here. Now what if this is our case 1. In our case 2, if I place this charge here, means A, B, C, right? I have placed in the first case at A. Now I am placing my charge Q at C. Now C also same situation. This charge will repel this plus Q in this direction, F1, charge due to force due to F1, and this 2 will also repel in this direction. So both are in this direction only. What? Again the same situation, both the force get added. But if you place this positive charge, our case 3, if I place this positive charge Q in the middle, so this will move in, just a second. So force due to 1 on this Q, force, our case 3 is, if I put the positive charge plus Q in the middle of both the charges, force due to 1 is in this direction, F1, force due to 2 is in this direction, F2. So here there is a chance of equilibrium, but we don't know at what distance. This total distance is L, but we should find out at what distance this plus Q has to be kept. Clear? That is what we are going to find out. Understood this case? So the only possibility, if both positive charges and in the middle also positive charge, then it has to be placed in the middle of the two charges. Then only it will be in equilibrium. Understood? Now let us see a problem. Now again we'll take the same example. This is Q and this is plus 4Q, and I have to this total distance is L. Now obviously we need to place the charge in the middle. So now I want to find the distance where I should put this. Should I put it near plus Q, or should I put it near 4Q here? So we are going to find out. Okay. Now let us assume plus Q plus 4Q. Let us assume that it is here. So this is X distance. Our total distance is L, and our Q is placed here. Q is placed here at X distance from plus Q, and the remaining distance will be how much? L minus X. I am assuming. Okay, you can also take it wherever you want, but you have to take only in the middle, right? From Q it is at X distance, and from here to 4Q it is L minus X distance. So the next step is F net is equal to 0. What is F net is equal to 0? F net is equal to 0. So F1 equal to F2. Charge on F1. What is charge on F1? F1 means charge on F1 in this direction, F1. This direction is F2, right? Charge on F1. So we are going to consider this one. So F1 is equal to F1 is equal to K Q by, what is the distance? What is the distance? L minus x whole square. L minus x whole square is equal to K Q by x square. This is this distance and this is this distance. Understood? Clear? Okay. Now solve it. K cancel, Q cancel, capital Q cancel. Now what is left out? Sorry, this is, one second. Here it is. Here the charge is plus 4Q, right? So K, 4Q and Q. These two charges, right? So 4Q and Q. Q cancel, K cancel. Now what is left? 4 by L minus x whole square equal to 1 by x square. Now what do we do? Bring this L minus x whole square over there. So L minus x whole square by x whole, L minus x by x whole square equal to 4. Next step is L minus x whole square by x equal to 4. Now L minus x by x equal to plus or minus 4. Equal to root 4. Plus or minus root 4. So L minus x by x equal to plus or minus 2. So our next case will be if L minus x by x equal to plus 2 and L minus x by x equal to minus 2. So L minus x equal to 2x, L equal to 3x, and x will be directly L by 3. X is L by 3. Here L minus x is equal to minus 4. So sorry, this is x minus 2x, L equal to minus x. So how can L be negative? So this is not possible. So our x value is if x equal to L by 3, then what is L minus x? L minus x is equal to L minus L by 3. Just substitute this here. So equal to how much? 3L minus L by 3. So answer is 2L by 3. Clear? So here it is L by 3 and here it is 2L by 3. Clear? This is our final answer is x equal to L by 3. Understood? So our next sum is, now in our next case we are going to see a different one. Now let us consider I have positive q here and I have minus 9q, and now in this situation what previously we had both positives. And in the previous sum here we have taken plus q. Here we have taken plus q. You can also take negative q, but the answer will be same. Understood? If you want, try it and see. If you put negative q in the previous sum in the middle, answer will be same. Clear? But here we have changed the charges. So here it is positive and here it is negative. Suppose if I put plus q here in the middle, what will happen? Let us see. In this case also we have to bring them in equilibrium. So this will get repelled. So So this both are positive. So this q gets repelled. F1, this is 1, this is 2, and on 2 this is negative and this is positive. So this will also get attracted. So what will happen? This will go in this direction. So here what is happening? Both the directions are same. So here in this case, putting a charge in the middle is not possible. The next possible case is either in A or B. Let us see where to put it. Now for example, let us put plus q here. Plus q here. Now what is going to happen? Now this one is going to repel. So F1 is in this direction and F2 is going to attract. So F2 is in this direction. But this is okay, fine. But here we have a small complication. What happened is, this is plus q. Here it is minus 9q. Here it is 9 times greater than this one. So which will apply more force? Obviously this will apply more force. But our charge is near 9q. But this is very far from this plus q, because here it is a small charge. Now minus 9q is a big charge. How many times? 9 times. So if we put it here, the force of attraction between q and this positive q will be less. The force of attraction between positive small q and this big Q will be less. So it is not possible for the force of attraction. So what do we do here is, we will just remove this plus q and put it over here. Now what is happening? This again same thing repeats. Here the F2 was here, F1 was here. Now what will happen here? F1 will be in this direction and F2 will get attracted, right? But so here the distance matters here. The distance of smaller charge matters, because here it is 9 times greater, here it is only single time, 1q. So here the distance matters. If this is x and this is L, understood? X and L. So this case we are going to consider in our problems. Understood? So let us solve a sum on this. Now the same case we are going to find out what is the distance here. So again, as a previous step, F1 equal to F2, F1 equal to F2. F1 means this force on this one. So what is K Q by how much? K Q by x square. K Q by x square. Now what is F2? K Q by the total till from 2 to here plus q. So L plus x whole square. L plus x whole square. Now solve it. Sorry, again small mistake. Here it is 9q, right? Our charge is 9q, not just q. 9q. So k cancel, q cancel, capital Q cancel. Now solve it. L plus x by x whole square equal to 9. Now what is going to happen? L plus x by x equal to plus or minus root 9. L plus x by x equal to plus 3 is one case. L plus x by x is minus 3 is other case. So L plus x is equal to 3x, L equal to 2x. So x equal to L by 2. Clear? Now L plus x equal to minus 3x, L equal to minus 4x, x equal to minus L by 4. X equal to minus L by 4. Now we are, obviously this is negative, we are not going to consider. So our answer is x equal to L by 2. Substitute it here. So x equal to L by 2 and L plus x is x equal to L by 2 and L plus x. L plus L by 2. How much? This is 3L by 2. Clear? Understood? Okay. Note this down and we'll continue in our next class. Thank you.